your tips about how to be a greater speaker. And because we are having one of my dear friends, not just student, not just my coach, and how to speak with power, but also an incredible human being, Natasha Basilevich. And before we go into introduction, I just want to share a tip that I wanted to share before we go live with Natasha. One of my mentors and coaches, we started this evening routine of meditating and how to actually manifest your dreams. And one of the tips that he gave us was to actually put a water in the container that is stainless steel or copper container. And don't drink, like have an intention, put your dreams out there and drink that water in the morning. Leave it like through the night. And this is my manifestation water for today. So
Nice.
what I'm aiming to manifest and what I try to actually bring into this live is that you guys see how powerful your message can be when you work with the right person. So Natasha, take it away. Tell us who you are, what you do.
Hi, so I'm Natasha Basilevich. I'm a speaker, international speaker and business trainer. I help entrepreneurs and executives to craft powerful messages, clear, concise messages, to overcome their fears of public speaking, build confidence, and then deliver their message with power so that they could achieve their audacious goals. So that is my passion. Public speaking has been my passion, and I've been teaching it for 13 years. And I love seeing when people overcome this nervousness. And I've seen it over and over again when people first don't even know how to go live. They don't know how to write the correct message and then how to go to the audience with that message. And then I see them do it, break that fear, break that nervousness, and then they share how powerful they felt. And then they go in again. And then after like 10 times, they're like, really? That was me? I was so scared. I was so nervous. Now look at me now. So it's just, it's the best. Well, Dee, you know how great it feels when you see your clients, your students overcome something and achieve the goal. The feeling is just unbelievable. It's like, that's the best. Yeah. Like, for the best coaches, for the best trainers, your client's success is more valuable than your success because, well, basically that's our success, right? When we see them succeed.
I love this, and I have to follow up question on this, because here on the Fearless and Successful, everything that we do on my page, on my podcast, we love to tap into what's that fear. And I know that you have like really incredible, when it comes to really stepping into your power, it goes back to what is the fear behind, what is the fear that's preventing me to step into the power? And what the question is, what do you think what are your clients most afraid of when it comes to, stage fright or speaking with power or speaking with confidence? What's that one fear?
I think the biggest fear is the fear of failure. Mostly people are afraid that, well, of course, then it goes to the fear of failure. And then I will be rejected. I will be judged. So I will not belong. They will not like me. And it comes down to a normal human need of belonging and of love and connection. And it's good that we have it. It's normal. But sometimes that really drives people away from their own success, but into the embrace of this fear that, I will fail. I will forget my words. I will not really say what I wanted to say. They will not understand me. So I will fail with my message. And then after that, there will be even more and more consequence of this. So fear of failure, fear of rejection. I see it the biggest reason why people
Yes. So on point. And tell me, because we will agree that this comes back to the mindset, how you actually like your mindset. And I know that because I was part of your program and I want to go into that. One of the keys elements that you're teaching in your program is how to deal with your mindset, how to actually prime yourself to feel that fear, but do it anyway. So tell me a little bit of how do you help like people to overcome that fear?
Yeah, the first part of the program is mindset. Then we go into message and delivery. So mindset is huge. And if we don't work on that, then definitely we cannot go on writing a message or then delivering it. And what we do is we work on goals, yes, objectives, and how to work with the audience. That's a huge part of the mindset too. So you prepare your personal goals and then you think about the goals of your audience. But a huge part is actually overcoming this anxiety and this fear and then building confidence. So the specific exercises that we do with overcoming fear is actually going deeper into why you feel this fear and then thinking about the worst case scenarios. Or you remember we were going into that, and then you prepare yourself basically for that happening. And if that happens, what are you going to do? So you go really in detail in planning potential failure and then preventing it from happening. Plus, there are some exercises on building confidence. And I shared how I build confidence because I used to be very shy. And then my friends now, it's funny because so many of them are like, you were shy? No way. Yeah, I was really shy when I was a teenager. And then in my diary, I had words I have that diary still, and there are these phrases like, I need to become more confident, I don't want to be this shy girl anymore because I wanted to be a journalist. Well, not really. It's what I became, but like I had my goals, when I was 15, and one thing, I needed to become confident. And I became confident. I know for sure that I am a confident person, and I know how to help others get that too.
Oh, 100%. Like, you are very confident. What I want to actually to extract from this, how you actually portray, that was your vision from like when you were 15. Obviously you're not 15 anymore, but that vision of me being confident and me being a journalist is now actually manifested. You're an executive contributor for Brains magazine. You are writing. It's not kind of like you're not journalist, but you're still like putting stories out there. And what's better than just you becoming confident is that you are helping other people become confident. Yeah. And it's not just I am fulfilling my dreams. I also fulfill, back to that what you said, your client success is most important. What you're doing is like so incredibly important. And we have one of your students here, and my student Elaine is with us. So yes, I'm interviewing Natasha, how to help people to speak with power. So mindset is a big issue, and we know that we need to work on mindset. But then when we actually have this confidence, okay, I'm ready. Like, okay, give me the tools. What is the next step when you actually crack the code and okay, so I'm ready, I'm confident. What's the next step?
Then as soon as you're confident, then you need to understand your purpose and your reason, the objective, why you want to speak. Who do you want to speak to? What is your objective for this specific talk or speech? And then you need to understand what are the objectives of your audience for this talk. So of course, all of that is still mindset. You still have to work on preparing yourself for the message. And then of course you write the message, and there are specific tools and checklists and steps of how you write that message, how to make it clear, how to make it concise, how to be more persuasive in your message, and how to use storytelling in your message. And then you go on to delivering it, because with delivery, of course, there are also specific reasons and rules how we deliver, because you can use your whole body, and our body really speaks sometimes louder than our words. Or we have to really pay attention to how our body speaks, because there could be incongruency, there could be really disconnection, and we have to be mindful about that all the time. So yeah, then we go from that, we go to message, and then we go to delivery.
I love two words that you just mentioned, being concise and storytelling. I think there's such a power that I got from your training, and it's being concise with my message. My ADHD brain goes like, 200 different things. And when I heard your feedback about one of my talks, and you said you're doing great, but you need to be more concise, and you gave me like steps. Okay, how to be more concise, how to prepare, what is the outcome, what do I want to deliver, what is that message that's going to be clear for my audience to understand, what am I actually speaking about. That was like, oh my God, yes. And I keep reminding myself of that. few words that you gave me and that feedback was so invaluable, because you can have I think this is the key. You can have all the steps, you can have all the blueprints, but if you don't have someone who will actually remind you of, you know what, here you got a little bit sidetracked, go back to the point. And I think this was so valuable for me, and actually practicing in the groups and in the group and giving that feedback, you always got us back on the track and gave us this valuable feedback that, in my point, like, is worth $1,000,000, because you have someone, the worst thing that you can do is like learn and implement, and then you don't have no one to actually tell you, well, this is good or this is not good, to validate what you're doing. So being concise, I think you helped me most with that, to get back on the track. And with storytelling, I think this is also something that I knew my story. I have my signature story. I always talk about one, two, three stories that shape me who I am. But then you gave us also an exercise to write, to stretch ourselves and to write like 20 stories. And I was like, no, I can't. Like, what? Are you kidding me? And you really pushed us, like, stretch yourself and write those stories. It can be like small stories, like, insignificant, but just to keep the wheel and keep your brain working and finding those stories. That was so powerful for me. And I was like, oh, I have so much content. When I started to write, 1 became 2, 2 became 4, 4 became 8. And I just started to multiply those stories. And I felt that if you feel sometimes that you are that you're running out of the content, that was so powerful for me. And this was one of the hacks that I felt, oh, good. So we have a lot of stories. We are, we have signature stories that I want to talk about, but we also have like this wealth of our experiences that we can always talk about.
Yeah, like moments, right? Those little moments.
Yes. So tell me a little bit about delivery. So I already went into how you need to be concise and how to deliver your message so people understand you. So tell us a little bit about that.
About delivery specifically.
Yes.
Yeah, with delivery, of course, we all know that message is important because content is important. That's the meat. What you're giving to people, and you need to know your people so that you know what to give them. But then how you're going to give them is also important, because if we are monotonous, like imagine we are talking here, we have this interview, and I'm just sitting here and I'm like, and I have all this same voice, absolutely, and I'm talking without any difference, and so I'm sure that people would fall asleep, or they will not really pay attention to specific words. So that's what we work on. We work on the way of delivering it in such a way that people pay attention, that people believe you, and then people actually go and take action after. So how do you do that? We work on the voice, on vocal variety, and go specifically into the exercises of how to build your strong, powerful voice. And then we go into body language, go into gestures and posture. And one of the things, who was that? I think that was Gita, who said she was also one of my clients and Diana's clients too now, right? Yes, and a wonderful friend already. She's like, we become friends when we start working together. She's the woman that I just met just a few months ago, and she started working with me. We already became wonderful friends, just like with Elaine too. So she was saying, one advice that I gave her really helped was be yourself, because you can see me, you guys, I am energetic, Diana's energetic, really, and we are extroverts, and yes, I could be loud, I could be all over the place, but that's me. And what I teach is be you, but at the same time, you don't have to settle on the level where you are now. You can grow. So you don't have to become as crazy energetic as me, but you can really increase your energy, because especially if you speak online, if you create lives or videos, then you have to know that your camera will decrease the level of your energy and your delivery at least 1 degree down. So that's why you have to increase it minimum 1 degree up, not 10, but at least one. It has to be more. And there are ways of how to do that. So we work on this, work on gestures and postures, on confident delivery also, because our body helps us also become more confident and deliver in such a way that people believe, that people know you know what you're talking about, and then they again go and take action. So
I love this so much.
yeah, virtual delivery. We talk specifically about virtual delivery. We talk about visual aids and how to remember the speech, how to deliver it without notes or with notes, but not really reading. Because please, if you want to become a good speaker, if you want your message to get to your audience, don't read it from your notes.
Yes.
Speak from your heart.
I know that I just remember one of your feedbacks on one of my talks was when I was holding my hands like this when I was speaking, and you gave me a feedback. You were like actually like blocking the energy, and you're blocking the message. And I was like, well, you know, that's so natural for me to I don't pray necessarily, but it's so naturally for me, like, and then, you know, I started to do like this, which comes so like, you know, I just want to have this closure. And I think it's like also one of the, where I read, when you have a triangle, it's also like power up, you know, or you're rising up. And this became such a, like, it feels good to me. It's not something that I need to practice or I need to like impose. It's so good and good. And also the second thing with I would agree with the Gita, be yourself. I think I fall into the story that, you know, people don't want to listen to me because I jump from one topic to another topic, which also helped me like to be like streamlined. But also that's my way of expressing, like that's my way. People know that I go sidetracked and then I come back, you know, I go, my squirrel brain would go like this. And that's just like, you know, people are already used to that. When I start something, I go into the story, I got a little bit sidetracked because my brain is running 100 miles per hour. And I would go, and then I would go back. And that would make sense. You know, I was talking about this and I would remember. So, okay, I'm back on the track. I'm giving you this now, but I also wanted to give you a perspective. And that's my way of talking. And I don't want to change that, but I do it with your help in a more concise way, more like that I'm aware of. Yeah. What is it? The call to action. What is that end in mind that I have, that I want to at the end to deliver for people to understand what is the purpose of this talk, what is the purpose of this presentation. I always have you in my mind, like, yeah, go, like, be free, don't be like contained, but also keep in mind, what is the message, what is the message, what is the message. When you go and want to speak, what do you have in mind, what do you want to deliver? That was so helpful for me.
Yeah, exactly. That was, I also just wrote and published the article, another article in the Brains magazine about this, how to remember your speech. And one of the tips is actually have this big idea in your mind, have the key message always in your mind, the end in mind. And then even when you are sidetracked, even if you go and you speak about something else, which again, yes, I understand it's good to be yourself, but then when you keep it in mind, you'll always come back. You'll come back to it. Plus, you know, we have different situations. For example, like when you go live, you are not really restricted. So you can talk, maybe you have 10 minutes, maybe you have 15. You decide, it's your page. You decide how long you will talk. But sometimes if people have 18 minutes for a TED Talk, or you have just 5 minutes for any kind of a speech they gave you, 15 minutes or 30 minutes, you have a specific time limit. So then you know that you cannot really get sidetracked. So that's why structure is always very important. And keeping this idea in mind is very important.
Well, if you're Tony Robbins, you can go for 33 minutes on TED Talk. But yes, before we wrap up, so I'm gonna, like, I want to share like 2 minutes about your program. Tell us about your program, Speak with Power. It's like, we're literally, like, you are promoting it, you are getting people to join us. Elaine is one of your clients. I'm one of your clients in the program. And I'm also happy and so honored to be also one of the experts and talking about how to build your brand through storytelling. I think that it's also what I realized through building my brand through the course of 3 years being a coach, was actually being authentic and how to be transparent as a brand. And I'm so privileged to actually be sharing this. So tell us a little bit about the program. Who should join your program? When is the closing date? And yeah, why should they join now?
Yes. So definitely you should join now. And all of you here, for example, are entrepreneurs. I work with mainly entrepreneurs, aspiring entrepreneurs and executives, top managers, business owners, because I know that that was me. And that is me. That's who I am. And I know how important it is to have a strong, powerful message and to deliver it to our audiences. Because when you speak, when you are on video or you are in front of your audience, that's so much more powerful than if you just create, for example, some kind of a slide and nobody sees you and you are not talking. And so when you speak, then you can really deliver the message, then you can convince, persuade your audience, and then you can inspire them to take action after that. And that's why the message is very, very important, then how you deliver it. But first of all, definitely the mindset. And that is, these are, again, like I said, these are 3 parts of the program. And we go deeper. So there's the basic part first, like one-on-one, but then we go much deeper into the advanced. And the program is 8 weeks. It's an 8-week group coaching program. We had 3 weeks. This time we have 8 weeks. And so now you're not pressed with time. Yes, that was Diana's suggestion, by the way. Because then you will have time to watch the videos, because you have a huge video course with the workbooks, with exercises in the workbooks, with the checklists and toolboxes and resource pages and all of this. And you will watch the videos. And then we also have Zoom calls when you practice. We will practice impromptu speeches and debates, persuasion, voice exercises. We go so deep into building your skills as a public speaker. And so after this program, you will be able to conquer that fear and to build confidence, to get rid of stage anxiety or this stage fright, and then craft a clear, concise, structured message and know how to deliver it. When we close the card, it's the end of Saturday. So it will be Saturday midnight is when we close. And then on Monday, we officially start the program, and there will be 3 experts. Diana, my wonderful D, is one of the experts. She will be talking about storytelling or building your brand through storytelling. Then we will have another expert with Yana, with 27 years of experience in dancing, and she'll be teaching us body language, because she's also a keynote speaker, and she just won the first prize in the international speak contest in the USA and Canada. And then we will also have Giulio, who is the self-awareness coach, and he will teach us how to get from self-awareness to self-confidence and work on your mindset. And there's a lot of great stuff. So you guys can click on the link and read more about it. If you have questions, please ask me. I just love talking about public speaking. You can feel that. And one guy the other day said, "You're born to do this." I know I was born to do this because I love, and I would really love to give the same passion to you and to share my knowledge, to share my love for it, and to share everything that I know, all my experience with you, so that you could bring your message to the world and achieve your audacious goals.
So speaking of that, because you said, is like, I am born to do this. There, I know for a fact, there's so many of you that feel that, yeah, it's easy for you, Natasha. It's easy for you, Dee, because you're doing what you love doing and you're living your passions. But I don't know what is my passion. So that's why Natasha doesn't know about this. But I'm giving an extra bonus for everyone who joins from now on. I'm going to be delivering a passion test training as a bonus to you. Another bonus, guys, because I think that sometimes you just feel, I don't know what's my passion. I don't know what's my purpose. Yes. Let's crack that passion.
Yes.
So join in, and we're going to do special training for you guys so you crack that passion. You know what you're born to do, and you can deliver the message with the your unique gift. Okay?
Oh, and that is incredible. And the passion test, this is something that she did with me, you guys, and I still have my passions over there written on the board. And that helped me so much, by the way. Like I knew I was born to teach, but public speaking is something I loved. But like now, actually, this passion test helped me also get clarity and know that this is the biggest thing that I want to focus on.
Let's do this.
Thank you.
You don't have excuses. You're going to get a passion test. You're going to be like really clear on what is it that you love doing. And Natasha will help you to deliver that message that you're born with. So you don't have no excuses. Guys, join us.
Join us, you guys. We already have incredible people. And just today, one more wonderful lady joined. And I'm so excited. So it's going to be fun. We have an amazing community.
Yes. Love you so much, guys. Click the link below and join us, and hope to see you there soon. We start next week, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Good. Bye-bye. Ciao.